I'm Sketchy Duval, and today I want to work on this new project with you. So I thought I would just talk a bit about what this is, my inspiration, whatever comes up as I'm drawing, and take you along with me as I finish this one. So this is a Starbucks bag. Let's see. And I got this bag when I bought my water bottle. This is Starbucks water bottle for cherry blossom season in Japan. And I just think it's really beautiful. So they bagged my cup up in this cherry blossom bag, and I kept it because it was beautiful and I thought I could paint on it or do something with it. Recently, I came home and this thing that you see in the background was in my mailbox. It's in Japanese. Basically, it's talking about Jesus, and I don't even know about Jesus. I translated it and that's what I got from it. So I just decided to glue that Jesus letter onto the Starbucks bag and then paint over it and put a design on it. And I thought I could crucify a mermaid. Yeah, that was the line of thinking that got me here. Okay, so we've got a crucified mermaid on top of a Starbucks bag with a letter about Jesus. You know, I'm sure if you wanted to talk about meaning in art, then this would probably have you saying something about consumerism and I don't know. That's not really so important to me. Honestly, I can't think about the meaning of art as I'm making it, because once I start thinking about meaning, it kind of gets away from me because I will get too deep into it. And I'll start being like, well, her cuticle should be pink because of this, and then her nail beds should be white because of this and stuff. It's like every single detail will start to have potential for meaning to be packed into it. And it's just too much. I don't need to be doing that. And also, when you try to do that much, it means nothing. So I just think about, does it look cool? And like, this looks really cool. And when I got this idea, I was like, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I like to use religious imagery in my art sometimes. I think it's really interesting to pull from, because religion honestly has no meaning to me in my life. And by that I mean I was raised like a-religious. I was raised removed from religion, and that was just something we never talked about as a family. Really, you know. And it was never an important thing. It's not important to either of my parents. follow a religion. So I did not receive any type of push towards it or any sort of education on it. So all of this religious stuff, I have no personal connection with religious values and themes and imagery and stories and anything like that. And my religious knowledge is very limited. So I think it's fun to use religious imagery in my art because it means nothing to me, because I know that it means so much to so many people. You know what I mean? Like on a global scale, it means a lot. But to me, it's just like something to look at. So I think it actually gives me a kind of cool perspective to take it and transform it, because I'm not really concerned with its original meaning. I just wanted to explain a bit of where I'm coming from. I also think recently I've been trying to get away from thinking about meaning so much, because I'm not aware of it some of the time, maybe most of the time. You know, I think it's a thing of like, as you make something, you might think you know what you're doing, but when you look back later on, when you have more experience and a broader perspective, you might be able to realize what you were actually working through, what you were actually doing, like, or maybe something in addition to what you originally thought. And I think trying to be aware of everything as it's happening is exhausting, and it kind of doesn't allow you to act fluidly. So I'm trying to not place so much importance on being aware of everything that I'm doing as I'm doing it, you know? Because I don't want to lose the creative spontaneity, because I think there's a lot of value in that. Okay, I think all of the base colors are already done. So now I'm just gonna play around with detailing, which is one of my favorite parts. was hiding my blue marker, but I think it'll be fun to add some blue on the tail as like kind of a nautical detail or something, or like a pescatarian detail? No, pescatarian means you eat fish. Aquatic detail, that's what I'm trying to think of. Yeah, just to bring more of the mermaid nature to her. So actually, I think I want to bring you closer and we can do some detail work on the face and upper body. Okay. Going over the pink ribbons with white because I want them to stand out a little more, so I think if I make them white first and then go back over them with pink, that should do the job. This has to dry. So I think her tail could use some white. It's more like, you know, aquatic features. I just want to give this tail as much texture as possible. To work on her face, I really like to just go in with a black pen. is dry. So I'll go back in with the pink. I know this has probably been an art tip for thousands of years, but if you go in with a base layer, it truly makes your coloring stage so much easier. And sometimes I try to skip it, but then I always kind of go back and like amend it. I do it when I'm painting my pants too. Like these pants you can see behind me, I painted a white base layer before I painted the pink and black and stuff on top of them, and it really helped the pink to like remain vibrant and stand out and like not just bleed directly into the fabric of the pants. Same thing on here. So if you put down a white base layer, then the marker, like the pink marker, isn't just going directly into the cardboard of the bag and stuff, you know? So that's what I try to do. I don't know. I'm acting like I'm like an art tutorial person. I'm literally not. I'm just doing my thing. But she's pretty much done. I'm just gonna go in and do some finishing like black outline stuff, and that'll kind of be like the finishing touch stage. So let's do that. So I've pulled this onto my lap, like literally I'm drawing in my lap right now. This is how I like to draw. I'm curled up in my lap, and this is how I like to do my detail work. So I thought I could show you what I mean when I say that. So just like that, I take this pen. It's a very good like kind of black gel ink pen, and I like it because it's really dark, and even when it dries it stays pretty true black. It doesn't fade to like a blue or a green or something, and I like it to help redefine the edges. And I'll do that all around until I'm satisfied. Just like that. See, now they're all darker and redefined. Okay, now that that's done, I'm almost finished, but I had an idea. I think I want to use these, so the pink, the blue, and the purple maybe. I think it might be fun to do that kind of godly glow in the background around her head and stuff. There's a word for it, I can't remember. It's like that circular, like saint kind of glow behind someone's head in a painting or something like that. I think that'll be a nice way to add some more color and contrast to the background, especially against this red, because I really like how this blue and red look against each other. They kind of remind me of like 3D glasses, like the traditional 3D glasses. I don't know. Does that make sense? From the early 2000s. Because I think now they're all just kind of plain black. They kind of look like sunglasses. So I think that looks really cool. Like, look at that. Oh my god. Wait, and it kind of mimics the Starbucks girl. The Starbucks mermaid girl. Okay. See, that's what I mean. I didn't intend for that. Like, I didn't think, how can I mimic the Starbucks circle logo shape? I just thought it'd be cool to do this. But anyone looking at it without, like, knowing how it was made would probably think, oh, yeah, he did that to mirror the shape, you know what I mean? But no, I didn't. And that's another reason why I can't worry about assigning meaning to my art so much as I'm making it, or even after I'm making it. I think as the artist, I'm not the person to put meaning on it. It has meaning to me in the sense of, like, what I want to make. But I shouldn't think too hard about anything more than that, really. And I don't think I should even think that hard about what I want to make. I should just make it. I was thinking about doing that halo thing around her hands and the tail as well, but I think it kind of has more impact if it's just on one part of the drawing, on one part of her body. So I think now I'm just gonna sign it and call it good, because I think this is pretty much done. So I think I'll sign it down here, maybe. So with that all done, here she is, the finished Starbucks bag mermaid crucifixion. I've been having a lot of fun with unconventional materials recently, as I think you can tell it's pretty apparent. I just happened to have this Starbucks bag and this Jesus note happened to appear in my mailbox, and I put two and two together and it equals Starbucks mermaid crucifixion, I guess. I hope you enjoyed seeing her come to life, or be resurrected or something, I don't know. If you would like to see more of my art, sacrilegious or not, then you can find it, of course, on Instagram at sketchyduval, or here on YouTube, where I'll see you next time. So, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for listening, and thank you for supporting my art, most of all. I really, really appreciate it more than anything. So, thank you, and until next time, goodbye.